So we got the Z650. This is another inline 2. Should be cool. It does have ABS. It's basically a Ninja 650 and a sport naked bike. Super cool TFT dashboard. Oh, that's really nice. This should be a lot of fun. We should have at least a decent amount of power. Very quiet. But that TFT is super nice. Looks like we have fuel gauge, we have gear indicator, tachometer, a nice large mile per hour. The buttons are on the front. Ooh, I definitely don't like the handlebars at all. I would definitely want to widen these things out. Right now they're like turned in, easy to get in and out of neutral. That's cool. This bike, in my opinion, is kind of like a Yamaha's MT-07. I would say would be a direct comparison. So, oh man, I can't get over this. This is bad. These handlebars, this position is freaking terrible. Obviously, that is not really that big of a deal to swap out some handlebars or maybe even loosen them and rotate them down. It might make them not feel like they're turned up on you. It definitely messes with the way it feels when you're like slow riding, for sure. But seat height, the seat height feels lower than that little Z400 I just rode. It's definitely comfortable, and I will say the back of it, oh yeah, there's plenty of power here for sure. There's enough. But the way you sit in it, I really like. And I say that because coming from the Z400 I just rode, the seating position is flat, so it's not rolling my junk into the tank, which is cool. And that little Z400 definitely did that, just like my Ninja 400 did. That was a replacement I did on the bike, was to throw a better seat on it, essentially. That did not do that, and it raised it a little bit for me, but that was just personal preference, obviously. But the butt pad in the back is super cool. Your butt just like sticks in there. Okay, all right. For an inline 2, this thing sounds freaking dope. I am the guy who hates inline 2 Kawasaki motor sounds. This does not sound dumb. This sounds freaking awesome. Feels really nice. I would say a little like Puig or something, like a windscreen right here, definitely make this thing way better for sure. I don't know why they don't come stock with those things. They have this little flap up on top like it's gonna do something. Gear shift indicator, or the signals, are in a nice position. All the little handles and buttons are actually pretty nice on the bike. It is a lower, less expensive motorcycle. Other than these handlebars right now, like the seating position is freaking super comfortable. It really hugs your ass in there. Although I would say that would make it difficult to get off the side of the bike. This large seat padding in the back just holds you in there. Super impressed with this thing's freaking power delivery and the sound of the engine. Man, that is freaking nice. I'm surprised I have not ridden one of these before. In fact, I'm the guy who turns my nose up at these 650s, and yet I'm riding it and absolutely loving it. Just got to get over this handlebar placement. Holy crap. That makes this bike feel so awkward. Yeah, plenty in there, baby. Good power delivery for sure. It's actually pretty smooth and it ramps up nicely. This is definitely the kind of bike you should be riding on the road for a screw-off bike. It's kind of like my little R7. I just have a straight attack style. Oh man, look at that extra throttle. It slid my butt back and my butt just sit perfectly in that seat. It's like it's just holding me there. Freaking awesome. I like it. I don't know about those little floppy turn signals though. What's up with that? You see that shit just bouncing around? Oh, that's a quick, easy replacement for sure. Get rid of those things, put a little Puig windscreen on here, fix this handlebar setup. This TFT display though looks insane. It's awesome. I like it a lot. So we're at what, 73 miles an hour. We're holding 6,000 RPM. I'd say that's kind of high in the rev range for a commuting speed basically. So I don't know what its fuel economy would be like. I'll put that number up here. as well as a little more information about the engine itself. I'm definitely going to do considerably more research on this motor. Like I said before, I've always been, you know, someone who dislikes the inline 2 sound that a Kawasaki makes, and I am not hearing it on this motorcycle. I am hearing a fantastic little roar and grumble. I would love to hear this thing with an exhaust on it. I think that'd sound dope. So ergonomics, super comfortable. Engine, very nice. Good power delivery, the way it feels, the way it ramps up. Oh yeah, that front end wants to come up. Yeah, it's filler. Yeah, she feels nice, man. So suspension, let's give her a little front brake tug. Yeah, she dips pretty good. So definitely some, oh yeah, they're not even inverted forks. But not to say that that makes it bad. It's just a little different. It's definitely not a bad suspension feel, but it is a non-adjustable, saggy feel. But that could just be it, really. Like, I mean, do you need that on this style of motorcycle? I mean, are you really taking this to the track and trying to drag some knees, or are you going to put some bags on it and ride it to work? That's what I would do with this bike. I would fix these handlebars, obviously, put some bags on it, and comfortably commute this thing to work every day. This is cool. It's very comfortable. And man, did you look at this thing? This thing is stylish. For a Sport Naked, I'm rarely somebody who jumps up and down and goes, oh, a Sport Naked is a beautiful bike. Not usually, but I think this thing is a very attractive looking bike. Very cool. Yeah, this bike is totally changing my opinions on a Sport Naked. Got a lot on the dashboard too. I like it. Even a battery indicator showing charging. That's kind of cool. Not that alternators go out fast enough that you really want to care to watch it, but if you, it'd be kind of neat if you had your heated gear plugged in to see if you're still charging your bike with all your heated gear plugged in. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, of course you're still charging it, but how much is it dipping to charge the dang bike? Yeah, it's kind of like the little Ninja 400 and ZX. The little Z400 I rode, the clutch is very soft. Like you could barely tell you're even pulling the damn thing. The brakes aren't bad. I mean, they're not amazing. They're nothing crazy. They're there, they work. That's all that matters. Yeah, there we go. Nice not being at the end of the group. Never be at the end of a demo ride, guys. I didn't get to have as much fun on that little Z400. I wanted to throw that little guy around a little bit more, but whatever. It was still a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. The short shifting is all right. It's there, it works. It'd be fun to put like a little quick shifter blipper on this thing. Make it a little more fun for this kind of stuff. Like, you're not out here trying to drag your knees anyway on the street. You shouldn't be. I mean, unless you're putting on your damn full race suit, but like really, like hitting stuff like this on some back roads, totally fun. Yeah, good little run. Good little bike, guys. These are fairly inexpensive. I'll put the price up right here. These are cheap bikes, man. For what you're getting, that's a lot of bike. A lot of fun to be had, for sure. And at least with this bike, I mean, you've got more than enough power to enjoy this for years to come. So who do I think this bike is for? I am gonna go with, it's not really a beginner bike, guys. The same with an MT-07 or my R7. I don't think of them as beginner bikes. I think that they are, like, the delivery of the power on this bike is definitely manageable. It's not insane. It's not going to go throwing you over and rolling all over the place, but it definitely has enough power to scare the crap out of you and get you freaking moving on the freeway really fast. So if you're If you're someone who's never rode a bike at all, I would still kind of push you towards like a Ninja 400 or that little Z400. Maybe an R3, I don't know. They're pretty, I think you'd grow out of an R3 pretty quick. If you're looking for aggressive race style, maybe like the RC390 I'd push you towards, or a Ninja 400, so you can have a little bit more fun on some back roads. But if you're into the sport nakeds, man, I don't know if I would beginner bike this. I mean, if you're a little bit older and you've maybe rode a lot of dirt bikes in your life, maybe at that point I would say this would be a good beginner bike if you have some kind of experience under your belt. But if you're fresh 18 years old trying to get a bike, nah. And I would say how I feel about that, I wouldn't put my son on this if it was his first bike. I think it's just a little bit too fast and a little bit too big and a little bit too heavy. Now you do flat foot the hell out of it because you're sitting inside this bad boy, but those are just pieces of a beginner bike, not the whole picture. So yeah, I'd say if you want a commuter, this is dope. A little hooligan, comfortable, awesome little riding bike for just poking around town. Hell yeah, this is awesome. And it's got enough power to get you out on the freeway and get you splitting through lanes. If you really need the power to get out of the way, you've got it here. So hopefully this was useful information for you guys. Thanks again to Santa Maria Kawasaki for holding this event. If you guys liked the video, please hit thumbs up. I totally appreciate it. It totally helps my channel, and it's super free for you to do. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.